Should I just make me syncing the intro at this point? All right, guys. Quarterback down. Running back down. Wide receiver down. Now we're going to defense, and we're doing the cornerbacks. If you guys did miss the quarterback, running back, or wide receiver rating predictions, you guys can go check those out too. But before we do get into the cornerback ratings, you know, do it. Do it. Yeah, But if you don't like it, you can do that too. It's okay. We're all friends here, unless you hate me. But hey, I'll still be your friend. And if you want, drop a comment of the day. Oh, what's that? We got 2 comments in the video. Whoa! Better chance for you to be in the video. I got a goal to hit 750 subscribers by the end of the year, and I can only do that with your guys' help. So help a guy out. Now let's do the cornerback ratings. Okay, defense is a little more difficult to kind of like gauge and predict when it comes to ratings. I feel like the first 4 of this are like, yeah, duh. And then after that, it's just gonna be all-out war with fan bases. But hey, if you disagree, let me know. So number 1, I think this is gonna be pretty obvious. Jalen Ramsey, arguably the best cornerback for the past 3 to 5 years, ever since he went to Jacksonville and now was with the Rams. I mean, lockdown. You could put him in zone. You could put him in man. He's got the speed. He's got the physicality. Dude only allowed 2 touchdowns last year. He had a 50% completion percentage when he was targeted. Like, yeah, Jalen Ramsey's that guy. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Everyone knows who Jalen Ramsey is if you're an NFL fan, and you know that he's arguably one of the best cornerbacks in the game right now, if not the best cornerback. He ended Madden 21 as a 97. I have him going into Madden 22 as a 97. It's really hard to put a cornerback at a 99 because it's so rare. The only reason that we had STEPHON Gilmore last year enter as 99 was because he did win Defensive Player of the Year. So, I mean, if a cornerback does that again, they definitely have earned 99 overall, but I can't see any cornerbacks entering Madden 22 as 99 overall this year. Number 2, JAIRE Alexander. This dude is probably the best, not like one of the, but the best young cornerbacks right now in the game. Just like Jalen last year, he only allowed 2 touchdowns in the entire season. When quarterbacks are targeting him, those quarterbacks have a 68 passer rating. That's absolutely nuts. His physical strength really helps him out when it comes to man-on-man, and his speed helps him out when it comes to zone. So, I mean, you can put him on the outside, you can put him on the inside, you can put him in the slot. He's gonna lock you down. Ended last year's 94. I have him coming in as a 96. All right, number 3. Yep, XAVIEN Howard. This man deserves so much more respect than he gets. I mean, first of all, his teammate Byron bagged a huge contract, and Byron had a good season. But then XAVIEN was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll have one of the most targeted players all last season and only allow 51% of those passes to be completed, get 10 interceptions, and I'll arguably be the best man-on-man cornerback in the game right now. Not only the 51% completion percentage allowed, but when quarterbacks are passing in his direction, they have a 48.3 passer rating. Keep in mind, I just said JAIRE Alexander is like one of the best cornerbacks right now, and I have rated above him, had a 68. XAVIEN had a 48. Madden disrespected him as well, having him end last year as a 90 overall. I have him coming in as a 96 and the 3rd best cornerback going into Madden 22. All right, I mentioned this guy earlier. Ex-Defensive Player of the Year, STEPHON Gilmore. He ended last year as a 99, mainly because he came into the game as a 99. He obviously did not play at all last season, so that's probably one of the reasons why his rating did not fluctuate at all. But kind of similar to some of the older players that I did in the other positions, I do have his rating dropping because he is getting older. He does have some injury history, but I mean, he's still the 4th highest ranked cornerback at his age. Like I said, ex-Defensive Player of the Year. He's a multi-year all-pro, multi-pro bowler. He may not have the speed, but he's great in coverage, whether it be zone or man. So yeah, I mean, boo-hoo, he's the 4th best cornerback in the game in my mind. Number 5, we got Bills cornerback Tre'Davious White. He's got great speed, his eyes, he can read the field like an absolute hawk. He's got quick transition, great break on the ball. I mean, man on man, he's absolutely phenomenal. He can be backpedaling and then the next second he's swatting a ball out. He always answers the call. The one thing that does kind of suck is he's not the tallest player on the field, but he shows that that's not really going to diminish his game too much. He ended last year's 92. I'm giving him a little bump up because he does deserve some respect for how well that Bills defense has been. So I have him coming in as a 93. All right, number 6. This is this dude could be my favorite young player right now in the NFL, especially defensively. JC Jackson. This dude had a season that just came out of nowhere. I mean, man had 9 interceptions. When he was targeted, 60% completion percentage. His body control is absolutely unreal. His speed is absolutely unreal. He can catch up. If a wide receiver gets separation on him, he can somehow make up that yardage like it's nothing. You could put him on the outside against your deep threats, or you could put him underneath with people who are great at route running, and he's probably going to lock him down. And the reason that I have him bumping up so high is because it came out of nowhere. No one expected him to pop off like this, just completely out of nowhere. Madden basically just stopped paying attention, I'm guessing, because he ended last year as an 85. I have him coming in as a 91, and obviously the 6th best cornerback going into Madden 22. He's earned his roses. I'm going to give him to him. Number 7, we got Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, I mean, this, you know the name, you know the talent, you know the skills that he's got. You know the Ravens defense loves having him on their team. I think one of the things that sets Marlon apart from other cornerbacks is that he's not just a coverage guy. He is a great tackler. He's got huge power. He will hit you hard, cause you to fumble, while at the same time having absolutely burner speed. He can cover the outside, he can cover the inside, he can cover the slot. He had a 52% completion percentage when he was targeted last year. So yeah, one of the best guys to do it right now. He ended last year's 91. I think that's just perfect for him right now as a 91 going into Madden 22. Number 8, this is another guy who, like, people didn't expect him to have this good of a season, but that is James Bradbury. This dude could arguably be considered the strength and like the anchor of the New York Giants defense from last year. For his size, he's got great speed to match up with it, and honestly, just looking at him, you wouldn't expect him to be as fast as he is, which really helps on man-on-man lockdown situations. His physicality helps push wide receivers around. Dude had a 56% completion. I know I'm talking a lot about completion percentage, but I mean, when it comes to cornerbacks, it's like one of the most important stats in the game. He had a 56% completion percentage when he's targeted, so I mean, yeah, no one expected him to become this good so fast. It was kind of a shot in the dark when the Giants signed him to the contract that they did, and there were kind of questions around it, but man answered the call. He had last year's 90, and I'm going to give him a quick bump up to a 91 overall. All right, number 9. This dude, I hate having him in the division as my favorite team, but DENZEL Ward, I mean, arguably one of the fastest cornerbacks, if not like the fastest cornerback in the game right now. He's a little inconsistent just because, I mean, one game he will be catching up with your wide receiver 1, but the next he'll have trouble covering your wide receiver 3 for some reason. But I mean, the dude only allowed 4 touchdowns, and he did have 2 interceptions along with a 55% completion percentage, which I did not expect that at all. I thought he was going to have a higher completion percentage when he was targeted, but 55 really surprised me. It surprised me so much that I did give him a little boost. Madden had him ending last year as an 89, and I'm like, you know what, we'll give you a 90. And lastly, MARSHON LATTIMORE at number 10. Madden really disrespected him by ending him as an 87. I will say he didn't have the best season last year, but I mean, he was like bottom 20 ranked in Madden 21, so I was really confused. I do have him going into Madden 22 as a 90 though. Yeah, he's inconsistent. It's really weird. Like one day he'll be locking up Mike Evans and just completely shutting him out, and then the next he's having trouble against some other just nobody wide receiver. But I mean, like I just said, one of his biggest strengths, he's able to lock up a big receiver like a Mike Evans, like a Michael Thomas. I mean, probably helps he can lock up Mike Evans because he has to go against Michael Thomas every single day in practice. He's got elite speed. He's absolutely aggressive and physical, so I don't understand how he's so low ending the year. Maybe it was because he had kind of an inconsistent and off year compared to the year before, but I think a 90 overall is great. And then lastly, my highest rated rookie at the position, I do have Patrick Surtain. I will have him enter as a 75 overall. Most cornerbacks do enter at like a 74, 75. I will have him enter at 75 just because he was the highest touted prospect going into the draft. His straight line speed is unreal. He's got the height that matches up really well when it comes to tall wide receivers, kind of like I was saying with MARSHON LATTIMORE. He's a great tackler, and he can also strip the ball away and hit you hard like a Marlon Humphrey. You can't let that diminish though the fact that he's a great man-on-man defender, as well as dropping back into zone, and he's a great ball hawk. He's got an eye for the football. When that ball is in the air, he's gonna gravitate towards it. There we go. Cornerbacks done. All we have left, safety and linebacker. Be on the lookout for those videos, and then we'll be reacting to the official ratings, and we'll see how freaking wrong I was, because we know I'm not gonna be right at all. I might get like 3 right out of all of these, but I'm really interested in what you guys have to say about these ratings that I dropped today. If you guys agree, disagree, think that there should have been some changes, please let me know. If you guys think someone that was rated a 97 should have been a 95, you think someone that was a 91 should have been a 97, let me know. I'm curious what you guys have to say. Other than that, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.